Hello everybody, it's Michelle of Whimsy and Bling. Just wanted to pop in here and show you something that I'm calling less is more. Made this video or made this particular card. I was playing the other night and I thought I could just do one more thing, and I had shared it on my Facebook page, Whimsy and Bling, and I had some comments, and they were very interesting. A number of them said, I really don't see what you think you did wrong. Others suggested adding color, and I was like, well, that is a possibility. I was going for more of a monochromatic look, and so I thought that we would go ahead tonight and do a quick video of how I think I could not fix this particular one, but make another one and not have it be, oops, I did one too many things. So what I did wrong, well, not wrong, what I did that was a little too much is I took a sponge dauber and I was trying to blend in here. And you can see where the dauber was. So we're going to attempt to actually do blending down here on a monochromatic, but then we also are going to try one where we are adding color. So let's begin. We are using the Scenic Adventure stamp set. I only have the stamp set. I don't have the dies that coordinate with it. So that's what we're using. We're using all parts of the card are coming from this. The colors that we're going to be working with tonight are Early Espresso. It's a very dark brown. Mossy Meadow, Daffodil Delight, and Balmy Blue. But we will work with those colorful ones in a bit. Right now we are going to open up our Early Espresso and need to get this. So I think what I'm going to try to do is, haven't thought this far ahead. I think I'm going to do the stamping first and then try the blending down there. Now this particular stamp, I'm not sure if you can, let me see. Can you tell what it is? I guess it's supposed to be like the ground and pebbles or something. I don't know. I did stamp off. All of this is stamping off, which means you tap, tap, tap your ink. So it's nice and inked up. And then I stamped to remove the majority of the ink. And then I used what was left, the second generation, we call it, for my card base. Bringing in my Stampin' Pierce mat because this is a photopolymer stamp and it doesn't have any like cushion like our red rubber stamps do. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. You kind of get into a rhythm. And if you don't get as much off like I didn't there, no worries. So tonight is actually Wednesday, July 23rd. And today they Stampin' Up started a free shipping day. It goes through Friday, January, oh my goodness me. It goes through July 25th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So free shipping. Now, that is, if you're seeing this, July 2025. All right, so now I think we're going to go ahead and try to do a little bit of blending. Taking my blending brush, and I'm going to tap, 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 and I should have some, I can bring it down here. I'm going to start off of the paper. I'm just going to kind of blend just a little bit. Just kind of like soften it up a little bit. There's that one little spot that didn't seem to get any ink. And yes, I am bringing the blending up just a little bit. It might kind of make like, oh, what's it called? Fog. Words are a little hard. It's been a rough week. Rough day. So we are going to continue with our early espresso and our sample. We have our trees. We're going to use our big tree, and we are going to continue the stamping off and then coming in and stamping. And I noticed that on all of the ones that I did, my tree seemed to have been crooked. I don't know why. Before I go any farther, let me get my sentiment on here. I'm going to use You're Amazing, and on this one I am not stamping off. I'm just going to put it on full strength ink. And the reason I'm doing this now instead of continuing on with the trees is I want to make sure I know how far up I can go with my trees. So let's bring in our short squatty tree, ink it up, stamp it off. And then we have this other little one right here. He's a cute little thing. And I think maybe one more of this one right there. Okay, now on this I also did a little inking around the edge, and I really do like that. I think it adds a little bit to the card, especially considering that we are not layering this card. We are just putting it on early espresso. So this is a sponge dauber. I just put it into my ink, and you could also do a technique where you put it down into the ink like that. I know you can see that is an okay technique. I don't really care for it. I find that I am a little bit more on the messy side when I do that. So that's why I like this a little bit better. And I've also used a blending brush, the edge of a blending brush before, and that's worked out fine too. So you can just add as much as you want. You can bring it out from the edge, kind of almost like a woodworking, a burnished kind of technique there. I do not use early espresso that much, so it was very fun to play with this. So there we go. And we are quickly going to put this on a card base. We're going to go ahead and put it on early espresso. See if I find my bone folder here. So I don't know about where y'all live, but in Charleston, it is brutally hot right now. And we're not even in August yet. We're getting there, but we're not in August, and it is just hot. And my job has me transporting our residents to their medical appointments, and did I mention that it's just hot? So we are going to go ahead and pop this up on dimensionals. I'm using my Take a Pick tool to get the backings off. And if you use dimensionals, you will be amazed at where your paper for the dimensionals end up all over the place. I even had one in a dog kennel before. I was like, oh, okay. So I think this is a wonderful masculine card. I would not add any bling to it. If I add anything, it might be like some linen thread, but wrapped around the actual white part that we stamped on, but it doesn't even need that. So a very simple stamps, ink, and paper card. And I'll be honest, I like this version better than this one. This was my a little more, or what is it? Less is more. And this one I think is just about right. It by bringing in the blending, I think it softened those lines and it helped to bring a little bit into the background. So there we are. That is a great one. I'm liking that one. Now we're going to move on and we're going to continue using this as our example. We're going to do it in a different color. Oh, maybe. No, actually we're going to continue with the Early Espresso, and we are going to continue stamping off to reduce the amount of ink. We are literally, oh, wait a minute. Pause for a moment. I actually need to think. I'm still thinking. Oh no. All right. Before I go any farther, let's go ahead and add the color that one of my commenters, actually a friend, suggested on this one. So I think we're going to go ahead and add some balmy blue for our sky. Little bit. And of course, you could use any blue that you like. You can add as much as you want, come down as much as you want to it. I think that is good. And now we're going to add a little bit of sunshine. And this is in Daffodil Delight. Oops. I know, I probably shouldn't have done the blue there, huh? Okay, and now let's go ahead and take our Mossy Meadow ink, and what we're gonna do is we're going to do a little bit down at the bottom. Okay, so I have another piece, and let me quickly, very quickly, go ahead and kind of redo it, because my yellow mixed with my blue kind of looks like green, and well, wasn't exactly what I was going for, so. All right. Okay, I think that looks just a smidge better. Just a smidge. Okay, now let's go ahead back to our Mossy Meadow, and we'll just do a little bit of the green in here. All right, I think that is a lot of color. So using the stamp set, I'm gonna, I have some other videos planned for us, and it's going to be like a faux watercolor kind of thing. Can't wait to do those. All right, so we're going to stamp off. We're going to go ahead and I need to get down there, down at the bottom. Now, do you think we should come in? Oops, I forgot to stamp off on that one. Do you think we should come in and also do some brown on there? I think we should. Let's quickly, the one that we took all the colors. Oops. Well, now that we started it like that, let's just continue it. This one, apparently, I'm not stamping off, and that's okay. You know, sometimes you just have to play and figure out whether or not what you're doing will work. So let's take our brown, or our early espresso, and let's see about going over this just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, I think we're kind of muddy in the waters just a little bit. Uh-oh, I had ink on my thumb and now I have it there. I am wondering if I can take a tree and cover that up. I'm thinking that we're gonna have to do that, huh? So, let's do our tree right there. And now, only you and I know that that tree is covering up an oops. And yes, my tree is crooked. I don't know why my trees are crooked. And that went on full strength, and I didn't mean to do it that way. Now, I have another sentiment here. Just breathe and take it slow. We're going to also do this one at full strength. Now, let's go ahead and do a little bit more of our trees. I have to say, I didn't think that I would like this particular stamp set because I am very, very much a floral girl, floral flowers. I like flowers a lot. And I was just really surprised that this just makes really nice cards, I think. All right. Shall we try to finish this one up? Let's see. Can we put You're Amazing on here? Nope. It will not fit. But this will. Just breathe. All right, so let's go ahead and apparently, let's see. And I know I'm not using my mat underneath there. And we're using full strength on these, and I am not liking that at all. So let's go back to taking some of the ink off. And one more tree, and that way you can kind of see through it. So let's get all of our inky stuff out of the way. Let's close up our ink pad because you know I am dangerous with the ink pad. Now, I brought out some, this is our sample, what we're working with. I brought out some colors other than Early Espresso. And we are going to audition. Oh, I think that one looks good on Night and Navy. I think it looks okay on Mossy Meadow. And it looks okay on Crumb Cake. Same there. It's okay. Wow. I really think Night and Navy is the winner on this one. So, but let's see. I'm going to fold this, and we're once again just going to pop this up on dimensionals real quick, if I could find them. Sometimes you just have to really audition your colors together like this. You know, once you make your piece, your card. Words are hard. It's been a long day. Did I mention it's been a long day? It's been a long day. And if I was to take a pick tool, here I would be. You know, I would have never gotten this take a pick tool until I saw another demonstrator use it, and she used it for taking those little paper tabs off. I went, that is genius. So there that is, and I think, let's see, Mossy Meadow or Crumb Cake. That's really a hard one. Let's go with Mossy Meadow. I think it could do either one. Again, we are not adding any bling. I know, how crazy is that? Whimsy and Bling is not adding bling, but sometimes you just don't need it. Remember, this card is less is more, and that even goes for the bling. I know it's a hard thing, but there are lots of other cards where we will add our bling, and we are almost done. We just need to take off these paper tabs and turn it the right way. Oh my goodness. So I would love it if you would leave a comment for me and tell me, could you have found what I thought I had done that was too much in this before I pointed it out? And then if you would also in the comment tell me which one you liked best. Do you like the version where we did a little bit of blending and made it almost exactly like the less is more one, just very monochromatic? Or do you like the one where I apparently forgot how mixing colors goes, where blue and yellow will make green, so we have a little green sky up here? Or do you like the one where I actually defined the yellow sunshine and the blue sky? So tell me in the comments which one you like, and I would appreciate it. Of course, if you want to get more content like this where I tell you this is what I did wrong and this is how we're going to fix it and we're going to laugh about it, then please go ahead and be sure to subscribe and like and all that stuff, because you know I really want to grow my YouTube channel and bring funny stuff to you, because life is too short to not be fun, having fun when you're being creative. So until next time, be whimsy and add bling. Bye y'all.